Let's go around the Inside Politics table, ask our great reporters for a sneak peek at some political news just ahead. Molly Ball?
Well, we mentioned that the Keystone vote is coming up this week in the Senate. That is the brainchild of Mary Landrieu, who's been campaigning for it passionately. This is her sort of desperate last-ditch attempt to save her own runoff election. As you recall, she still hasn't gone through her election yet. It's coming up on December 6th versus Bill Cassidy, a member of the House, who also got a Keystone vote on the House side this past week. Most people think that this is not going to be enough to save Mary Landrieu. She's a dead Democrat walking. The Tea Party candidate who came in third has endorsed Cassidy. Landrieu's thought to be behind by double digits. 90% of the advertising right now on the Louisiana airwaves is in favor of Cassidy. So unless we see a big change in the dynamic in that Louisiana race as a result of this Keystone vote, Mary Landrieu has a real tough fight.
90%.
90%.
Ouch. Ed?
Staying on Capitol Hill, John, if last week was challenging for Harry Reid, there's a bit of a test coming up for Nancy Pelosi this week. There's no doubt that she's going to be reelected as Democratic leader in the House. But there's sort of a proxy battle for the top Democratic job on the House Energy and Commerce Committee. It pits New Jersey Democrat Frank Pallone, who has the seniority, against California Democrat Anna Eshoo, who's a very good friend of Pelosi. And she has been actively campaigning for Eshoo, twisting some arms, refusing to allow people to vote by proxy from a distance if they're unable to be here. Generated a lot of bad blood. A few different rank-and-file members have said this is just a little too high school for them. But it's a test of her continued leadership and whether or not she'll be able to continue to hold on to the caucus as strongly as she has in recent years.
Just now, members of Congress saying it's a little too high school? Yeah, thank you. Tamara?
Yeah, there's all of this talk of the president having to use his veto pin potentially more in the coming year. He's only used it twice in his entire presidency. And the question now, though, to me is, will he really have to use it all that much? The first big test is coming up this week with the Keystone XL pipeline vote. The word is there are 59 votes and some optimism. Maybe they'll get to 60, but maybe not. So my question is, how soon will he really have to use that veto pin, and how frequently, given the close balance in the Senate?
They have to be able to pass things for him to be able to veto them, I guess.
Exactly.
We'll watch that one play out. Peter?
Well, we talk a lot about bipartisanship these days. Can these parties work together? One area you can look to a possible deal in the days and weeks to come on appointments. President Obama has a lot of nominations still sitting there languishing on the Hill. He's working with Harry Reid and Mitch McConnell to get a package deal through, push a bunch through, mostly career ambassadors, tossing over the side some of the more controversial ones like his nominee for Surgeon General and that guy who wants to be ambassador to Norway, which he's never visited.
So the president's doing some trading. That's actually unique for this president, to see if he carries that one over. I'll close with a local drama that proves the Tea Party Republican establishment tensions aren't just here in Washington. New Hampshire Republicans won back the state House of Representatives back on Election Day. That makes them happy, right? Well, a former House Speaker, Bill O'Brien, wants his old job back. He wants the gavel back. But he is viewed as a Tea Party lightning rod, a very conservative agenda when he was Speaker in the past. So a remarkable array of powerful New Hampshire politicians are trying to block him from getting his job back. They include former Governor John Sununu, and the current sitting U.S. Republican Senator Kelly Ayotte. She is up for re-election in 2016 and worries that Bill O'Brien will give Democrats an excuse to say Republicans are extremists. Kelly Ayotte knows she needs independents and moderates in 2016, which would be a presidential year. So watch that one play out in Concord. That's it for Inside Politics. Thanks again for sharing your Sunday morning. We'll see you soon. State of the Union with Candy Crowley starts right now.